Balikatan 2018 officially comes to a close. Filipino and American military officials see the event as a massive success for the two allied countries, while keeping a unified silence on concerns of China militarizing the disputed South China Sea. In their closing speeches, generals of both countries emphasized strengthening ties through the 68-year-old Mutual Defense Treaty.
The 34th iteration of Balikatan was a tremendous success. This training allows us to come together and operate as one team. Balikatan has and will continue to prepare our armed forces to work together to confront any and all challenges that may jeopardize the mutual defense that we have worked so hard to provide for one another.
The BK 34-2018 manifests our commitment and responsibility to pursue cooperation and interoperability of both our forces with greater emphasis on our combined and joint training activities and effective collaboration on humanitarian assistance in disaster response and counterterrorism.
The 34th Balikatan is the biggest under the Duterte administration so far, accommodating 8,000 participants from the Philippines and the US. The Balikatan 2018 opens right after reports emerge of missiles being built in areas within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone in the South China Sea. But these concerns were not addressed in the few events that were open to media coverage. In the one drill that was open to journalists, reporters were discouraged from asking questions on China. Officials say the location of the drill was not intended to send a message to China over its aggressive militarization. One of the Balikatan exercises faces the South China Sea, just a few miles away from contested islands. During the post-Balikatan press conference, U.S. Major General Thomas Weedley is asked about his advice to the Philippines on protecting its sovereign rights. Weedley steers the conversation away from China.
I think it's important to remember, what's happened over the last several weeks as we brought together our Philippine Armed Forces, our U.S. forces, folks from the Army, Navy, Air Force, our U.S. Marine Corps. We brought together our Japanese partners and our Australian allies to work together in 3 different areas along humanitarian civic assistance projects, to work on a combined command post exercise, as well as do operations out in the field.
It remains to be seen if the lessons from Balikatan will ever be used to assert the Philippines' rights over its own waters. Philippine foreign policy has shifted from antagonism to a close friendship since President Rodrigo Duterte came into power. He and his foreign secretary do not seem alarmed by China's presence in the Philippines' backyard. Beyond the drills, U.S. and Philippine troops erected 5 elementary school buildings together as part of their joint humanitarian tour in northern Luzon. While the armed forces of the two countries continue decades-old camaraderie, one more question looms over them. How much longer can they keep the side-by-side silence on China? Rambo Talabong, Rappler, Quezon City.